Childhood and personal life. Harry Dunant is born on May 18, 2018 in Geneva, Switzerland, into a healthy Calvinist family with a strong humanitarian tradition. Charles grew in the education family. His father, Jean-Jacques Dunant, was an influential man active in social causes, helping orphans and prisoners. His mother, Antoniette Dunant Colladon, cared for the sick and the poor. Valores. From an early age, Harry was raised with principles of solidarity, Christian faith, and a concern for children's needs. Education. He studied at a college Calvin, but did not excel as a student. He was more international religion and social activist than a traditional academic student. Wilton. At 18, he joined Hailed Legal, a Protestant group that church of social work and visited prisons and hospitals. His chosen road was marked by religious influence, philanthropic values, and the spirit of helping others, characteristics that would shape his future actions and lead to the food of the Red Cross.
Second part, education. From an early age, Henry Dunant received a solid education by the standards of the 19th century. Geneva. He attended local schools where he learned the basic subjects, but it was at the College of Geneva, now known as College Calvin, that he continued his education. The school was a respected institution traditionally associated with a rigorous education and the Protestant values that permeate Genevan society at the time. Despite the quality of the institution, Dunant did not stand out as an exceptional student, and over time decided to abandon his formal studies before completing his degree. Seeking another career, he attempted to pursue commercial, but he did not complete this either. Thus, his academic education remained incomplete, although sufficient to provide the intellectual foundation that would later be supplemented by his practical experience, his travels, and his deep involvement in religious and philanthropic activities.
1859 Battle of Solferino. While traveling in Italy, Durrant witnessed the horrors of the Battle of Solferino, where thousands of soldiers were left to wander on the battlefield. He organized local volunteers to provide aid regardless of nationality. 1862 Publication of Memoir of Solferino. After returning to Switzerland in this book, he proposed the creation of national welfare societies for wounded soldiers and international treaty to grant the protection for the both wounded and medical personnel. 1863 Founding of the Red Cross. His ideas inspired the creation of the International Committee of the Red Cross (ACRC) in Geneva, making beginning of the worldwide humanity movement. 1864 First Geneva Convention. An international congress adopted the First Geneva Convention, which established that all wounded in battle must be cared for, that medical staff and hospitals should be protected under the emblem of the Red Cross on a white background. First Nobel Peace Prize. In 1991, the Hungarian Nobel Committee awarded him the first Nobel Peace Prize, recognizing his humanitarian contribution to the Red Cross and the advancement of the cause of peace.
Jean-Henri Dunant was born on May 8, 1828, in Geneva, Switzerland, into a wealthy and friendly Calvinist family that instituted in him strong moral and religious values. From a young age, he engaged in creative work and became deeply moved by human suffering, especially after visiting prisoners of Toulon, an experience that profoundly impacted him. determined, and socially influential. Dunant balanced high business activity with humanitarian efforts and became a member of the League of the Nations, which provided help to the poor, the sick, and the distressed.
Henry Dunant's achievements included the creation of the International Committee of the Red Cross, the publication of the book that inspired humanitarian action, the initiation of the first Geneva Convention, and the receipt of the first Nobel Peace Prize. His vision was fundamental to creating the world's largest humanitarian network and establishing international humanitarian law. Henry Dunant's main achievements included memories of Solferino and founding of the Red Cross. After witnessing the horrors of the Battle of Solferino in 1859, he wrote the book A Memory of Solferino, proposing the creation of voluntary societies to care for the war wounded and an international treaty to protect them. In 1863, these ideas led to the founding of the International Committee for Relief to the Wounded, which evolved into the International Committee of the Red Cross. Geneva Conventions. Dunant was the main driving force behind Geneva Convention, an international treaty that inspired the neutrality of medical personnel, hospitals, and ambulances, guaranteeing the protection of war wounded. The first Nobel Prize. In 1901, the Norwegian Nobel Committee awarded him the first Nobel Peace Prize, recognizing his humanitarian contribution to the Red Cross and the advancement of the cause of peace. Humanitarian Aid Network. The organization he helped found gave rise to the Red Cross, an international movement that, throughout its history, has become the largest humanitarian network in the world, operating in approximately 150 countries.
That is all, guys. I hope you enjoyed. Like and subscribe for part 2.